All right, everyone, welcome back. We are on our final hour of Age of Rebellion. My name's Matt. I'm joined by Mike, Anthony, Emily, and Ian. Everyone wave to the audience. Hello, audience. And we are going into our final hour of Age of Rebellion tonight. Mike, take it away.
Okay, you guys have finally arrived on freighter M226. Your mission is to either commandeer the ship and bring it out of hyperspace or blow it up. You know, one of those two things. Currently in the loading bay, and
Okay.
like I described earlier, there's a whole bunch of cargo containers and crates all around. It's bustling with activity. People are loading and unloading from several ships very similar to the one you guys just got off of. Uh, Towards the front of the loading bay, you can see three tunnels that extend deeper into the front of the ship, towards the front. Around the sides, there's lots of shadows and places that would be fairly easy to hide because of all the cargo containers and everything. And there's ductwork and things along the sides that extend deeper into the ship as well. That's
Do
where
I
you
have
guys are.
any knowledge of like what it's going to take this thing out of hyperspace?
You would
Where
have
the
to,
controls are or anything like that?
yeah, you would know that the command center is at the very front of the ship, and you'd have to get to the command center and eliminate the crew there and use the controls to take it out of hyperspace. Or alternatively, you could try to work your way to engineering department and mess with the engines in some way to force the ship out of hyperdrive.
I like that idea.
I like that, except, well, I guess either way, we're kind of stuck on a ship hoping that we get taken off the ship before we get taken out on the ship. Um, um, so I ask if someone near me if there's a restroom I can use nearby, and I tell the crew before I do that. I'm like, hey guys, just hold on a second. If I put on the Imperial uniform, we might be able to pull some strings here.
You have that in like a backpack or something.
Yeah, it's with all my gear. So
Okay, fair
um,
enough.
so I ask someone nearby. I just kind of nudge at a worker. I'm like, hey, is there a restroom? I gotta go.
Like, yeah, it's over there, and he keeps on going. He doesn't stick around long,
Sure.
but he points you in the direction of the restroom.
Okay. I head that direction. How far away is it?
It's on one of the walls, probably 100 meters or so from where you are now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I head that way. Um, and I just tell the crew to just like stay chill for a moment, go ahead and just do the work or whatever.
Okay, so you go get changed into that
Correct.
uniform. All right.
Yes.
Okay, and then after you come out, what do you want to do? What do you want to?
So yeah, so when I come out, I want to walk over to the crew, and I look at them and I kind of hand Zabo my backpack so that it doesn't look like I'm like an Imperial officer wearing a backpack because I don't think they would. And so I just kind of give it to him, and I say, "All right, workers, follow me." And
Nice.
I just kind of like I take on that persona now of like I am an Imperial person leading a small group of workers to go do a task.
Okay.
Um, and as we're walking, I'm kind of like trying to get a lay of the land as far as like where there might be cover because I know there's cover off to the sides, but I guess I want a little bit better of an idea. Like I want to be able to readily look at a situation and say like this is where I should go.
Okay. There's cargo containers and crates literally everywhere, pretty
Sure,
much.
sure.
So wherever you end up, if a firefight breaks out, wherever you are, you would be able to get into cover pretty much right away. You know,
Okay. I don't have to like
you know.
roll any knowledge warfare or anything like that to.
No,
Okay, cool.
it's obvious enough that there's enough stuff around that cover would never be very far away, no matter where you are in the
Okay,
cargo
cool. Cool.
area.
So I walk over to one of the skiffs on the far end.
Okay.
Do I make it there? Is there any?
Um, there's as you get closer, as I described earlier, there's guards around the perimeter at all the exits and to the loading bay, but there's no one necessarily on the way that's going to stop you. If anyone just glances over and sees you, then most of them just see the uniform and automatically assume that you are where you're supposed to be.
Right. I'm
So,
definitely holding on to a persona of I belong to be here.
right.
Like this is I'm where I'm supposed to be. Uh, do I need to do any cool checks for that to like just see how well that comes off in general, or am I just good?
Yeah, we can go ahead and make you roll.
Cool.
Cool.
I love to roll. Love to roll dice.
I like rolling dice
It is
too.
fun.
Okay, so we're gonna have you roll. I think, did we say cool? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that works.
Okay.
You know, it's the
I mean,
general cool skill.
yeah.
How many skill checks have you made since this morning?
I have made one, two,
I think.
two. I've
Yeah.
made two.
Okay, I think that's enough for your setback die.
Hooray! Sleep
No
does not
setback.
affect me. I'm secretly
Okay.
Bebo.
Yeah. You can go ahead and make your cool check.
Okay, cool.
Booyah.
Ooh, she back,
Mighty
baby.
cool.
She back, fully rested and ready for action.
Made up for that garbage earlier.
Hey,
I think that I have too many
hey.
dice in there, though.
You think what?
I think I have too many dice in there. I forgot to empty my GM's dice pool before you.
Oh, Michael. I can reroll.
Oh, that's scrub.
I'm
Yeah,
comfortable rerolling cool because I've got two proficiency die in it.
yeah, reroll.
Okay.
Sometimes that's not enough.
It's
It's
true.
enough.
It's still enough.
Still enough.
Not bad, not
we
bad.
still
So
in FFTV.
your intent was to try to portray a persona of, I'm supposed to be here and I'm in charge, kind of.
Correct. Yeah, I mean it's just like it's the social engineering of walking into a place you're not supposed to be by pretending that you're supposed to be there.
Right. So you do that, like you're able to portray that persona, but because of that, one of the higher ranking officers comes up to you and they're gonna have a little interaction with you.
I give the imperial salute.
So you're approached by a woman. She's got regulation length cut blonde hair, and she's wearing a nicely fitted gray imperial uniform, very similar to the one that you have. And she approaches you and says, "Where are you taking these workers?"
I say we're just
Not
grabbing.
not not.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
not. She's not saying that like in a confrontational way,
Sure.
but she's like in a way that's saying, I'm obviously a higher rank than you,
Sure.
but I still want to know where you're taking these people.
I do whatever the imperial protocol is for greeting someone who's a superior. I imagine it's just like, ma'am, I'm heading to the skiff to get these workers to help me, or to grab a load of. I'm grabbing a skiff so we can move a load quicker to the engineering bay, or in that direction. But they need an escort to go that direction with cover or with clearance.
So you want to see? Yeah, I think that your character, it's very likely that they would have at least some general knowledge of what proper procedure is for greeting superior. So
Yeah, I mean, Lark's an intelligence slash counterintelligence agent, so she would probably know generally how to blend in with the Imperials.
right, but she does say, I wasn't aware we were loading anything over into the engineering department
Oh,
right
not
now.
all. I say, oh, not all the way down to the engineering bay per se, but down the engineering tunnel. Just a small ways to one of the supply closets or the supply depots.
Okay. Okay. Um,
I say like just past the first clearance gate or whatever would be the correct terminology, like just past the first clearance check.
we're gonna roll deception.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll deception.
Is there any chance I can get a bonus from the people around me on that one? Like from having the workers with me? I don't know if she would even acknowledge them. Or if she could
Um,
maybe she would acknowledge like Bebo because he's got the markings on him.
I'm
I mean
just
he
checking.
looks like an Imperial droid.
He
Right,
does.
so-
Yeah.
So-
So yeah, I think that's fair for you to get a to get a bonus die there.
Cool.
So I'm actually gonna.
Bebo, nice.
Thanks, Bro.
Okay, and this is a hard difficulty. So that's
Okay.
3 difficulty dice you're going up against,
I understand.
and you get that bonus die, and you're rolling deception. Let me just double check something here. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay.
All right, here we go, boys.
All right. Deception. I
Hey,
see.
Lamau.
Successes.
We did it, Reddit
Cool.
and Twitch and Bebo.
And no threat or anything. Thank Gord. Thank the Gord.
Yes.
Okay.
The space cord.
She says, "Very well." She asks for your name though. What's your name?
Yeah,
I'm Bebo.
Uh, I say this is Unit 247. He goes by Bebo, and my name is I am. Let's see here. No, I'm looking at a list of bird names because Lark is a bird. I am going to
Sparrow.
be Banana. No, I'm just kidding. But
Banana.
that is on this list.
Banana?
Banana. My name is Roxy.
Shazam.
No, it's Thelma. I'm Thelma.
Thelma. Okay.
Thelma.
But I use the same
Okay.
last name because the homeworld thing, and McCulloch is a pretty normal Chandrillan last name, so I'm Thelma McCulloch,
Okay.
according to
Sound
her.
like a sweet grandma.
She introduces herself as Tera, Tera. And if you were paying attention,
Yeah, what's her rank?
her rank. Let me just double check what her rank is. Petty officer. She is. She's the highest ranking security officer that's in the loading bay at the moment.
Okay.
If your character had been observing everything, then you would have been able to see her, as obviously one of the higher authority figures that's here currently.
I don't bother to like bring that up in conversation because I just want her to assume that like I would already know that, and there's no reason for me to bring that up.
Okay.
But I do recognize that she is the highest ranking person.
Okay. So she says, "Very well. Carry on."
I reach out. Wait, hold on. How many are there people with her?
Not currently. She came off on her own to greet you.
Okay. I kind of I take my hand and I like my hands are in my pockets at this point, and I kind of like give her the old like I'm standing next to you, so I turn next to you, put my hand on your back, and point that way, so you look that way, like so we're both looking the same way.
Okay.
Thing, and I kind of point to the guy who um what's his name? Bonsai.
Bonsai.
I
Yeah.
point to Bonsai, and I as I'm saying this, I slip the tracker into her pocket, but um, I say this one Bonsai. He had a couple people on his ship that were problematic. He didn't handle it terribly well. I wouldn't bring it up right now, but next time you guys come through Mantell Station or Martell Station, uh, I would maybe try to go to like Dock D or something instead of Dock B. I was on Martell a couple or for a little while just before this. It seemed like maybe the Doc B or Doc D workers were more qualified. Asked us questions too.
Did we succeed in getting the tracker back?
Yeah.
I thought that he grabbed my hand and stopped me from taking it.
Uh,
Because he caught me and I failed my check.
Oh,
for grabbing the tracker.
I could be wrong.
Unless we got it back some other way. Or you
I
have
think
another.
that did happen. You tried to get it back and failed that roll.
Oh, then never mind. I don't have that tracker.
Okay. Yeah.
My apologies. So I don't do any of that then.
So she just says, "Carry on," and she goes to another group.
Yeah, I carry on.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
So I head over to the skiff, and Does it have like some sort of a key ignition or anything like that,
Um,
or any sort of
it
computer
does
system?
it does require an identification card in order to activate it.
Okay.
Theoretically, it would be just a like base clearance level, but just something to verify that yeah, I'm authorized to be using this equipment. you know?
Okay. Would a dock worker be able to use that equipment? Because really, all I'm doing is turning it on. It doesn't. I don't have to explain to it the direction I plan to go.
Right. Not every dock worker would be able to use this.
Okay.
Only those who essentially have passed the certification course. Because
Okay.
there'd be one of those. Just a
Sure.
basic cargo skiff training that you would have to go through to get that certification added to your ID.
Do I have that because I have the planetary skill, planetary piloting
Um,
skill?
let's make a roll to see if your credentials got that on there
Sure.
for you.
Do we want to do another computers roll for
Um,
chaos?
actually, let's see. Man, I wish there was like a luck roll or something like that. Because that's more that in my
Right.
view. So what's your 23? We'll do a custom roll then, since
Okay.
there's no applicable skill.
Sure.
So you're gonna use your we'll use your cunning as
Okay.
as the dice base.
Sure. So what do I
And
need to do here?
so in your dice pool, set your ability dice to 3. That
Okay. I see you have done it for me.
yes.
Okay. Now I
And
need to.
just as every other roll, you can use destiny points to upgrade. But we're gonna set the difficulty. Give that. Give that. Give that. Sure. All right. Yeah, I think that's good. Go ahead and try to make that roll.
How do I roll from just my generic dice pool?
Underneath the dice pool, there's the little dice symbol
Okay.
in the middle. You should
Got
be
it.
able to click that and roll.
Nailed it.
Okay. Yeah. So, I assume you just hop up on the cargo skiff, and
Kind of like chip in with my data pad, like the new credit card chip system that no one
Yep.
has. Everyone has, but no one has.
I have it.
Well, I know you have it, but can you find a place that actually takes it?
Actually,
Target.
yeah.
Target.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fine. I've been thwarted. Anyway,
Like the gun store that I bought
not
my gun
7-Elevens, that's for sure. Right in.
at. Yeah.
And not Kmart.
Yeah.
The store that I was at today had that actually.
Huh.
It spins for a couple seconds, then boom. Welcome to the cargo skiff. Whatever the designation is for the cargo skiff.
Model number TH3 cargo skiff.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Do you have a membership card
Welcome.
with us?
Welcome to the Aerotech cargo skiff. You know,
You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you know.
Canadian brand.
it's a Canadian cargo skiff. Yes.
Hey yo, hoser, how about you drive this thing? Okay, so I just kind of like I imagine that it prompts up with this window like, "Hey, welcome," and I'm just like I exit it out and I keep exiting out until we get to the like how to drive this or not how to drive it, but like to this the like we're driving this
Got
thing,
this. Okay.
and I go ahead and I start to drive it back toward the cargo. Are there any cargo boxes that would stand out as being like particularly different or anything?
VIP.
What's that?
Roll.
VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking for anything specific or just anything different?
I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. Does anyone else in the party have an idea of something that might be useful?
Are you looking for
Probably the governor.
just boxes that stand out or boxes that look like they need to go to a specific place or
Yeah, I mean if there are boxes that look like they're supposed to go to the engineering department, I'd like to load those up. If there are boxes that look like they are particularly interesting for like a purpose that like, let me phrase it this way: if there's a box that looks particularly interesting but there are people around it, I don't want to go for it because that's a secret thing that I'm not supposed to have. If there are boxes that look correct for what I'm doing, you know,
Okay.
I don't want to pick up a
Well-
box that's supposed to go to, you know, that's food and start heading toward engineering with it.
Roll perception.
Okay.
Dice pool's set, and it's fine the way it is.
Cool. We in it, baby.
Okay.
Game too easy.
Yeah, you find a small stack of boxes that you can use for that.
Cool. I want to have enough boxes on this thing that my crew can stand in the middle of the boxes undetected. Maybe Zabo would have to crouch down, but
So you want to surround your crew with boxes. So it looks like you're
effectively, I
really
like to make cover and a stealth zone of boxes. I'd like to make a super crate box for my friends.
It's a good game, by the way.
It is a good game.
If anyone hasn't played Super Crate Box, it's pretty fun.
Mhm.
Pretty sure it's free, so
It is.
It is.
get it. Just type in that Google Super Crate Box.
Download it.
So
We're not
your
sponsored.
intention is to pick up these boxes and bury your crew in them so that your crew isn't visible.
Not bury as much as like create like imagine like a pillow fort. Like you made pillow forts as a kid, right, Mike?
Yeah.
I did.
Like I want to
did.
make a pillow fort
Really
out of
good at it.
cargo for my team.
Aw.
Okay. On a scale of like 1
Super cozy.
to. Oh, you didn't even let me give my.
Continue.
On a scale of 1 to, all out chairs, pillows, cushions, blankets fort, how
Yes.
elaborate is this and how well do we do?
It's
We'll
kind
have
of
rolls.
it's a lot less of like, you know, blankets thrown over things and a lot more like Minecraft
Sure.
because they're
Do
boxes.
you intend to have like little portholes so your crew can look out and potentially shoot out of?
I would love to have little portholes that my crew can shoot out of. I would also love to load up some boxes in the driver area, which I imagine is not enclosed, so that I also have cover to sit behind. But not like so clear. Like I really just want to make it look like we are loaded up with stuff, but there's like a hollow space in the middle where my crew is, and they can look out, and I am also like at least somewhat protected.
Okay. So you want to load up with cargo in a way that gives you guys plenty of cover, but you don't want it to be too obvious that you're just trying to cover yourselves. You want it to look like you're actually
Correct.
doing work.
We are still maintaining the persona of I'm supposed to be here.
Please roll your pillow fort creation skill.
Okay.
What do we got here?
How do I roll triumph?
Roll try. Roll one triumph, please. Let's see. This is kind of a stealthy thing that you're trying to do, right?
Sure, yeah.
We'll have you roll a stealth check.
Let me know when you're ready.
You're gonna get a bonus die for
Yeah,
rolling
can
a
I get
stealth.
bonus dice for because everyone else? I'm really just asking this to you as the GM so that I can explain this to the other people in the party and hope that we can do this. Or if someone else has another plan, we can go there. But
Yeah.
Zabo's not going to get in this thing because, for one, he has a slight claustrophobia, and that doesn't sound cool.
Also, no ranged
But he
weapon.
wants to help. Yeah, I mean, he can't. I mean, what, is he gonna poke his axe out of a hole? I mean,
the goal is that we won't be using weapons from the inside of this, but it's prepared in case we need to. I explain it to
he's
the
still
party
not-
this way. I start up the skiff and I say, all right, guys, listen up. We need to get cargo and us past the security clearance, and I believe if we head toward engineering, we can mess with the warp drive, set some sort of timer on it, or we could even just set, you know, some sort of thermal detonator in it to. Would a thermal detonator in the like warp drive destroy the entire ship, or would it just take us out of
Yes.
warp drive?
It would
Scratch
blow
that on the
literally
thermal
everything.
detonator thing. But you know, I want
entire-
us to be able to have a fail safe, or a way to do this that maybe doesn't involve us being caught. I'd like to get off this ship alive. I think this is going to require us to get past clearance levels that, that we don't have. So I'd like to create a bit of a Trojan horse, if you will, for the Age of Rebellion crew, and try to get ourselves into the walls. That is how I present the idea.
Okay.
This would be the time where if any of you have any other ideas you want to present to the party for consideration, you can do that. But if you're all good with this course of action, we can try to roll some virtual dice and make this happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds good. I'm assuming that I probably am not going to be hearing back from Jason at this point, or...
Yeah, you didn't hear back from him,
Okay.
unfortunately.
All right.
Oh, he didn't even
Well-
text you back. Rude.
Ooh.
Dang. So cold. Well, in that case, I am going to go with Lark's plan.
In that case,
What
Lark.
about Zabo, though? Does Zabo have any disagreements with how I have proposed it?
He's just like, do I have to get in it?
Yes. A Trojan horse has people inside of it.
Or
What
the
if I
sources
just walk?
inside of it.
What's that?
What if I just walk?
That's not going to work. You know better
couldn't
than
keep
that.
up
We're on an
with the
Imperial ship. Yeah, we're on an Imperial ship, and you know that they're not going to let anyone pass these clearance gates that doesn't look like, and I like point to my uniform, like me. I understand this makes you very uncomfortable. Maybe we could take some Dramamine or something, but you need to do it.
He gives you a look, and he's like made clear that he's not happy with it,
I say,
and he just goes and he's just like,
say, Zabo, I'm up for other options if you got one. No? Great.
I could hit them.
Not that many of them. Not before they hit you harder. Zabo, I'd like if all of us got off this ship. So, let's go ahead and let's build a pillow for it. And I pull I drive the skiff over toward not where Bonsai was, because he would obviously recognize me, even though I have the uniform on. So I imagine that this cargo hold is big enough that I can drive back toward the cargo, but not be anywhere near him. Is
Yes.
that correct? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
That is the goal. Again, are there any
do
particularly
that without any problem.
relevant-looking boxes?
Yeah, you found the correct boxes. We already rolled for that.
Cool. Cool.
So yeah, you find some appropriate boxes.
Okay, great. We load them up. How long does it take us to load this up?
You know, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine it's kind of like emulating you know, like a cargo ship, how they have those like cargo containers all over them.
Yeah.
Like I imagine the the amount of space I want to have in the middle is similar to one of the cargo containers that you normally see in real life, and that's kind of the space that they would have in there.
You want a space the size of a cargo container,
Correct.
or the space? The skiff isn't the size of a cargo container.
Okay, I want the biggest one I can get on that skiff.
The size of the skiff, if you stack your boxes, you would probably be able to create a space big enough for the 3 other crew members to cramp inside.
Consider it done.
We're gonna roll stealth to see how well you do at this. I've set
Okay.
the dice pool. Go ahead.
Who
and-
is rolling it?
That's gonna be you, and because I can, I'm gonna use a destiny point.
And do I get any bonuses by the people knowing the plan and we're doing it?
You have a bonus dice because of how easy it is to kind of go unnoticed in the cargo
Sure.
hold and everything.
Sure.
But I don't think there's anything else that will grant bonus dice for this situation.
Okay.
We should be ready to go ahead and roll. If you want to do destiny points yourself, you're more than welcome to.
I do not.
Oof. Look at that. Look at that.
I was really
Still
good at making
winning.
pillow forts, and Bebo was
Was-
too.
You got it. You
Bebo
got it.
pulled up like I imagine that Bebo pulled up like a blueprint schematic from like the spacer net and was like, "Oh, this is how we build a pillow fort."
The pillow fort is constructed fairly well, and the three other crew members besides Lark are inside this small cavity in between some boxes. From the outside, it looks like the boxes are stacked, fully. It doesn't appear that there would be a cavity inside them.
Sure.
So,
Can they see out at all through like
Yeah.
little small cracks?
yeah.
Cool.
And then you have, some boxes about waist high around you, that you would be able to duck behind and you could cover if needed.
Are there any maps of the ship around?
The cargo skiff can pull up a map display, and what it shows is, there's those 3 tunnels towards the front of the loading bay, and what you can see is that they run the entire length of the ship.
Okay.
And there's at 3 separate points, there's blast doors and doors that go off to the side that enter the cargo compartments of the freighter, essentially. And so these tunnels extend the entire length of the ship and break off every so often to lead into the other cargo containers that are on the
Sure.
ship.
And those cargo containers, they probably have like duct systems attached to the rooms, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like I said, around the edges of where you're at now, you see a whole bunch of duct covering and things, and just your general knowledge of ships would tell you there's ducting that goes pretty much everywhere in the ship. So,
Okay.
but you would know it's not like those are designed for easy navigation though.
Sure.
So,
Sure. Okay. Well, as we continue and press forward, let us call this one a night. It is 8:50. We're going to call it just a couple minutes early. This seems like a good place to go ahead and stop before we go and venture further into Freighter M226 from the station Martel. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end it here, I think. So let's go ahead and do some shout outs. Mike.
okay, shout out for me. Just we do this every week, but continued shout outs to the awesome Roll20 community who is better at coding and stuff than I am currently, because they make awesome APIs and JavaScript stuff for making this easier for us to use. The nifty little windows that appear when we roll that give us some information there are as a result of one of those newer ones, so it's super cool stuff. Shout out to them. Shout out to just Roll20 for being awesome in general. Shout out to Friendly Fire TV for hosting us. Hey!
First week.
First week on Friendly Fire TV. Hopefully, we're able to do some more stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Michael Yater. I'm on Facebook, Michael Yater. Most other places on the internet, I go by Yater, ODST. YATERODST.
Some kind of
So
Halo
if you
nerd.
see something, yeah, a nerd. So if you see someone with that tag running around in an online game or something like Rainbow Six Siege or something else, it's probably me. So say hi.
What's you, Anthony?
Shout out to my girlfriend who made carnitas tacos tonight.
Dude, it looked so good. I was gonna ask what that
And,
was. Oh, I'm so
I
hungry.
can't. It's so good.
Gosh, God bless the bird.
Mhm.
Nice. That's all from the ever wordy Anthony. What about you, Emily? Tell us about what you got going on coming up.
Well, as far as shout outs go, you can follow me on Twitter at MMightySophia, of course, which is also my YouTube channel where lately I've been doing reviews of The Walking Dead and Better Call Saul. But check me out on Twitter, and people that I follow, I try to follow cool, fun, interesting individuals. I do TV, film review stuff outside of this, and shout out to anybody who watched this tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just started watching the most recent season of Walking Dead. Finally gonna get caught up.
Well done.
It's very
I've seen
exciting.
the first 2 episodes.
You have
Of the-
much
of
to
the-
look forward
Of
to.
the most recent season?
of the beginning of season 6.
Oh, so okay,
Okay.
wow, okay, so spoiler free.
Events occur. Events
Yeah.
occur.
All right, so
Those
Ian,
first 2 episodes have things go on.
Ian, tell us about you, man. What you got going on?
Not a whole lot right now, you know. I'm just me, so.
Still thinking about
I
doing
don't-
some artwork online somewhere?
yeah, definitely. I've
Is
been in
there
a whole time.
is there a
What?
place that we can check out your artwork online currently?
Not right now.
Okay, cool,
No, I'm working on it.
sweet,
You got a notebook
Kind
though.
of.
You can hold it up to the webcam.
true.
Show us some of your
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful artwork.
Yeah, one time I saw
Uh,
Ian drawing while we were hanging out, and he drew this. I don't even know what it was, but it was in a room full of like people, and it was so loud, and I don't know how he focused long enough to actually draw a thing, but he drew a thing, and it was very good. So Ian's a very good artist, and I hope to see some content from him online here at Friendly Fire TV in the future.
I'm sure there will be
All
eventually.
right.
And if I ever
I
get
don't know.
more free time, then you might see stuff from me, from my YouTube channel, maybe, possibly, relating to video games and RPGs.
Cool. Anything else, Ian?
No, except for shout out to the I've been reading about Blades in the Dark. It's
Mm.
so cool. Mike is, a huge fan of that. It's like a thievy kind of inspired, like kind of like Dishonored, the video game. So, super cool. I love the system it has. It's so awesome. And I want to play it so bad. So, go look it up. It's
Yeah,
still they were still working on it.
You can find a free version of the rules at John Harper's Google Plus. If you do some digging around there, there's a draft from Gen Con that he did a while ago.
Cool. Yeah, as for me, my name's Matt. You can find me online as Dat Menace here on Twitter. I'm Dat_Menace. Everywhere else, it's generally just Dat Menace or Matthew Dennis or some combination of those things. I
Dennis
do this.
Matthews.
This is what I like to do. I like to live stream, and I hope to be live streaming more in the future. My day job keeps me from streaming as much as I'd like to and having the stream quality as high as I'd like to. But I do hope to continue to improve things. Feel free to let me know if there's something you'd like changed about the stream. I love feedback and I do reply. If you see the Friendly Fire TV thing in chat, that's me. Uh, you can also follow all of the awesome Age of Rebellion crew members here. Our Twitters are in the chat, and Friendly Fire TV's Twitter is in the chat. There will be more content than just this series posted in the near future. Anthony and I are just working on doing some channel rejuvenation, if you will. And then we're going to be posting some content from all sorts of games, League of Legends. I'll probably do some Hearthstone, much to Anthony's.
They did some Minecraft
Yeah.
at some point. It was real
We
trash.
didn't. It no
I
longer
had. I
it
would
no
never
longer
do that.
exists. All the old Friendly Fire TV videos no longer exist. But we'll also do some Magic the Gathering stuff. We love to play nerd games, so we'll be doing some of that. And if there's anything else that you guys like to see, then let me know. We're all about creating creative content here and sharing it amongst our friends and continuing to grow our friend base. So we're always happy to see your faces here. We're always happy to see new people. And I just want to, last but not least, shout out all of the new followers to the channel. Make sure to follow and tweet the stream out and stuff. I would love to get to a place where we can do subscribers and do fun stuff like that, but it's a long road, so it all starts with you, and we appreciate you more than you probably know. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.